Okay, hello. All right. Like the song said, I am back. All right. Let's do a sound test. Okay. Welcome back. So, I'm back on the server again, and I think I need to stop calling this grab bag, because clearly I've gotten into a groove here, and I may be sticking with this for a little bit. So I'll get the stream renamed and past streams renamed and moved into their own playlist. Hopefully sometime today. All right, so I am working on building out the underground area of this asteroid. Now I built this hangar with easy access to the outside. And I've got one defense and nothing else. And basically what happened is I've got my initial industrial setup up here, which slowly grew into additional parking spots. And then I have like a patrol craft, a miner, basically a fighting craft that I captured, and then then ended up building a bigger ship to use for hunting NPCs and stuff. That's this thing here. And I decided I didn't want to have everything outside, just sitting out in the open. Some of this stuff, like for example the miner, there's no reason for it to be outside. That's not a, quick go grab the miner sort of thing. Maybe the fighting ships, sure, but maybe not all of them need to be out here. I don't know, but I wanted to have the option to put things away. And so I thought, well, I'll build a hangar. So I did that, and that's where that big ship is. And then I thought to myself that one wasn't enough, because I want to be able to put the rest of these ships away as well, and keep these docking ports open for kind of whatever I'm using at the moment, right? What I found was happening is I made a thing, and then I would park it, and then whatever I was using, I had to make a new parking spot for it. So that's part of the reason there are so many places to connect ships now, which granted is useful. But oh, and hello, another person. Hello, Bastian. Thank you. Glad you like it. So yeah, so that's the thinking. That's kind of what's got me started building the underground hangars. It's a small asteroid, so there wasn't really a lot of surface area anyway. As far as the way I wanted to build, it just wasn't really working out. So I came over here, I built that, and then and I was like, okay, well, in addition to parking everything underground, I should probably start building some defenses, as I now have enough. I'm now established enough that the game is starting to throw some NPCs my way, and that's not a problem, but it does, you get a little drone fly in and start shooting things, and can do a little bit of damage before you take care of it. And I don't mind that damage. Actually, what I find more inconvenient is actually when it damages the ships, because those are usually what I use to engage the drones. So anyway, so I thought, well, if I store everything, if I would have a place to put everything, then I should probably start building out some defenses as well. And I got as far as building this defensive position here, which I quite like, and plan to build some more similar to that. And then I realized I don't have the power capacity to sustain those defenses. So my underground tunneling then became, where can I put reactors? I think I'm going to need an actual underground base component of this and not just be hangar space. So that is when I started drilling down. So, and then along the way, I realized I needed more storage. So I put some storage in here. I know this is not the most efficient way to put storage. And I'll be honest, like, I do that a lot on purpose. I find the trade-off in the aesthetics that you get from less efficient designs is usually worth it. But in that particular case, oh, my defense is just turned on. In that particular case, the amount of storage I got out of it still seemed a bit less than I had really wanted. So I may end up going back to redo that at some point. Oh, right. There's no binoculars on the server. All right, he's moving away. He just got a little bit too close. And another thing that's on my mind is that let me just turn. I'll leave the defenses on, but I'll turn off the field. Is that like in this situation, I'd actually like to go out and try and capture that or destroy it, one way or the other. I don't really care, but it would be fun to do. But my concern is that it may follow me back here, you know, or if, like, either follow me back over here, like say I die and I respawn, if I respawn over here, it'll move over here and then engage base, which is largely unprotected and unarmored. By design, I think it looks nice, and I understand that the trade-off is it's not well defended, which means I have to make decisions like this, which is leave it alone, right? And I've seen them do that. I've had that happen to me in the past, so I don't want to mess with that. So I thought having some actual base defenses would be a great idea. So yeah, so I'm gotta build some power generation. I've got 50 megawatts worth of power production in hydrogen engines and a lot of hydrogen fuel storage. But I really think I need a large reactor given the defenses that I want to build. So I drilled this down. The last time I was on the server, there were only 2 rows. It stopped. The ground was actually right about here. So I drilled out another layer deep. And I'm thinking I might, for example, hollow out here, and that'll be the power, where the power is located. I don't think that will be getting into the edge. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, so let's see. First things first, yikes, is get some lag. 470. Ugh. Let's check out cargo capacity. Oh my god. Wow. I don't normally have lag this bad. Damn. Okay, good. So we've managed to process all of the stone. Oh, that's fantastic. Iron, 9.4 million ingots. That's fucking awesome. I've never had that much in any game ever. That's cool. All right, yeah, and it's not Nothing is currently being refined. Total base cargo is at 26%. Okay, that's fantastic. So hopefully this here is temporary storage. So I want to get rid of this, and I should be able to. I just need to make sure it's empty. It is. That's great. Oh, there we go.
Energy low.
There we go. All right, cool. Looks like all of them are empty. Let's go ahead and disconnect this. Yeah, it'll be fine. Tunnels on. Cool.
Energy critical.
Cool. All right, that's cleaned up, or about to be cleaned up. I think with a 470 ping, I should probably not go trying to fight anything. Ah, it's just an asteroid. I think that one fools me every single time. All right, cool. All right, cool, 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 cool. So let's get down here. Now, I didn't put any lights down here because the hangar lights effectively, these floods are illuminating down here. I don't think I want to keep it that way, but that is for another day. All right, moving down. This is 11. Probably have to bring this conveyor all the way down there. And then likely I'll bring it across the bottom. 100,000 steel. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Let's go see what the current inventory looks like. I'm sure there is plenty. I have the inventory manager set to maintain a minimum, but go ahead and basically just accumulate if it's over. So, steel plate, 137,000. Yeah, that's like so many. And, oh, it's not set to accumulate. It only accumulates the steel plate. Oh, okay, okay. Details. All right, let's see. 100 short on interior plate. Everything else is a little bit over. Well, these two are a little bit over, and everything else is at quota. That's awesome. And I don't think. Oh yeah, right here. And these supplies are fine. I mean, steel is abundant. All right, cool. Let's get back down to here. Wow. All right. All right, let's see. Let's do yes, let's get the conveyor all the way down. So it'll be here. There. Two. Put 3 down here. Hmm. I would prefer these be in the floor. let's see. I'm not sure I can get them in the floor though. I think, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Go. Guess I'll do something like this. Oh my goodness. One, two, three, and four. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. All right, we'll just do one. Yeah. There we go. And yeah, I guess we can use these small ones. All right, there we go. All right, now we need to hollow this out, and I think yeah. Okay, gonna need to build some more drills. All right. I don't think this needs to go very deep. Let's see how much space we have. One, two. Oh, that's it, huh? Oh, that's not enough. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Let's see. I can do this. All right, one, two, 3, 4, plus 1 is 5. I mean, honestly, I think that's deeper than this. I think that'll be good. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, so let's get the drills built. I'm afraid this is going to be rather tedious. I do apologize for that. All right, cool. Oh, and goodbye.
Energy low.
All right. That appears to be everything. And based on what the base storage said, I should have plenty of room for the stone that I pull out. Cool. Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's I think what I'll do is I will get, oh my God, I think I'll slam my face in the wall. Jesus. Oh man, I don't understand what's going on with the network. I know I have trouble streaming and playing at the same time. In general, but this is really bad. All right. Shit. What was I gonna do? Let's do text panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably enough. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get those anyway. All right, great. So what am I going to do? So this is, I mean, that's already got storage in it. I'm not sure I need to really label that. But I think over here, there. I guess I need one against every wall. All right, so over here, Jesus, over here. This is going to be our reactors. Sure. All right, all these bad boys go to text. Center them. And we'll make them bigger. There we go. All right, let's see. Yes, reactors will be that way. And then I'm thinking like hydrogen fuel storage will be this way. Want to add more, right? H2 fuel storage. All right, so we've got that. Yeah. All right. And then the original idea was to have some a hello again or hello to the new person. So the original idea was to have some sort of hangar facilities. Well, this side will not be able to be that deep. This side has a fair bit more distance available. This right up here, I don't think I should use that at all. So I think what I'll do up here, I'm going to do, I'm going to call this a short hangar. Just, just in case I forget.
Energy low.
Let's bring this down a little bit. There we go. So that should remind me not to go too deep down there. This can probably be a deeper hangar. So I'll just call this a full hangar. These terms don't have any specific meaning at all, but they'll be enough to remind me of whatever that I had some sort of general plan. There we go. Cool. And I'm not going to spend the entire stream digging a hole. That's going to be boring. Probably already is boring. So, yeah. Okay, and there's some storage there, and then fuel there. So that would mean this. I think it's weird to have storage and fuel on both sides of a hangar, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's all right. Yeah, I guess we'll just do a. So I had a short hangar, a full hangar, and I guess I can call this a deep hangar or a long hangar. Call it deep. Deep hangar above. Because that's kind of like the length of the asteroid that way. So should have plenty of room to expand in that direction. Deep hangar above, and then this will be, oh, that's the fuel. Right. And then over here, this entire wall, I think is going to be, there's not a whole lot of room, so that maybe these are all short hangars as well. That'll be nothing. All right, so here we go.
Energy critical.
Nothing. Let's do like that. There we go. 2, 3. 2, 3. Above. Oh, that's fine. Above. All right. All right, font size about there, and offset. Let's do about here. Edit text and boop. There we go. So nothing above, and then this will be a short hanger. Where did I write that? Here we go. And then down here. All right, cool. That's helpful because I find that every time I come in here, I sort of have to refigure out what it is I wanted to do.
No energy.
Nope, and goodbye. That's fine. I'm going to build this hole anyway. All right. I don't know about this wall. There does seem to be a good amount of room. But I'll leave it blank for now. All right, let's get these guys running. Drills. Drills. All right, drills. Excavate. On. Holy smokes. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all these. Pistons, excavate. That's weird. They didn't start shaking till I turned that on. Max impulse non-axis. That can be there. Let's do 0.01. That would be 0.05. Yep. There they go. All right. Okay, so if that's going there, is this side's going to be nothing as well? Yeah, I think so. And over here is nothing, right? Yeah. Let's copy all of that. Center and there we go. All right, so nothing up there. So then down here. Ah, yes, this is a short hanger. So what's a short hanger comprised of? How deep is it? This is what I imagine would park in a short hanger, and I imagine it would park just like this, so it would like go in sideways. So this is 7 wide. See, how long is this? 3, 4, 5. 3 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it will fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Oh, Jesus. 13 exactly, right? That's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yeah. Oh. Actually won't fit. Well, it won't fit perfectly. If I put it in at an angle, that's messy. This one's wider, so it could go in there. All right, so well, maybe these should be like I do have these other smaller things. That patrol boat and this little fighter thing. They would fit just fine into these small upper hangar areas. Nothing above. Nothing above. Oh, that's what I was just looking at. All right. Oh, that's the short one. Okay. All right, this one's doing its thing. And that's where I'm going to put all my power. Okay. Deep. Okay. And then short. All right. All right, this should be fine as long as I do it really quick. There we go. You know what? Let's do this. Oops, wrong button. All right. Cool. So from here, I should be able to build to both sides. One and two. So these will extend 10 meters, which is 4 blocks. Current position 4.3. Oh my goodness. Right on. 4 blocks. Right, so it'll be 8 deep. If I put one more piston, that will be 12 deep. And that'll be 16. Oh, we're in the dirt. Okay. I think 16 is good. All right. And I think I can't. Yeah, it's too close. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh, hello, new people. Yeah, we should be good. All right. Now, do I need to go right to the edge there, or should I leave a space? Everywhere else I left a space, so let's stay consistent about that. Oh.
Energy low.
Here we go. Oh, and goodbye. Space bugs. Oops. Too much. Cool. Awesome. All right, and that is all conveyored in.
Energy critical.
All right, we will, let's see, turn those off or hide those. We'll hide those. You can even hide all that crap. All right, this is systems. X2. Drills. X2. All right. Let's get those running. X2 on, and here 0.01. Cool. And you know what? If something comes out the outside, oh well. You know what? Having multiple exits is it's fine. It's fine. All right, so there's you. You are running.
Energy. No energy.
Let's go get healed up. Oh, we're still inside. All right. Okay. How are you doing? Are you done? Might be. Can find a, there we go. Control panel. Oh, you're not. You're not done. Oh, yeah. I can see it's moving. All right. Well, I'll keep myself busy up here then. So we've got... two. All right. So we're going to have 1 and 2. Three. All right, should be enough. All right, 1 and 2. One, two. I think that's too close. Right? Yeah, that's too close. There we go. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work either. Let's use a drill like we've been doing. Well, that's curious. Here's the center. Up 1. So this is 1, 2 down from the center. Oh yeah, it's the same. Just doesn't quite look the same. All right. It's fine. And then there. Yep. There we go. Can't keep up. All right, cool. All right, piston. Not visible. Here we go. Drills. All right, great. So these are excavation 3. pistons. 1, 2, 3. Here. We're at 3, right? All right. You and you. Drills. Dairy. Cool. All right, what's going on? Why aren't you finishing? You guys off? You're on. Oh. Oh, we are short on construction components. Whoa. All right. Yep, we have 0 construction components. Okay. Doesn't help us now, but we'll go ahead and adjust that. Assembling 5. Okay, so these numbers are good. All right. And the production? What? Why are we not productioning? They're on. Q stopped. Assembler 1. I wonder if it's jammed up. Assembler. Yep, it's logged. All right. Cargo. Industrial. Oh, cargo. Show me something empty. Cargo. Oh, oh shit. That's the problem. Right on. All pistons stop. All drills stop. Shit. All right. Whoops. Okay. Oh man, I probably wasted a bunch of stone. What a weird thing to say. Okay. So the drills are probably all full of stone. I need a welder. Please show me, where's my fucking welder? What? What happened to my welder? Um. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's get a welder. It's right there. No, it's right there. Alright, here. You. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I have some construction components. That's nice. I sort of forgot about cargo space and just unleashed these 3 beasts. Let's see. This actually might have already been done. Let's see. Yeah, it was at 10 meters. Okay. What do they have? Oh, they all have stone in them. Oops. Alrighty. Try that. Construction components 80. Okay. So I have enough to build one or two. So I think I'm holding 200. So that's two. Plus possibly some change. Oh, I have 160. I have enough to build exactly two. Okay. Oh, we better do the ones that are actually connected. Will be you. Okay, there's one. And here's two. Okay. So that's unlikely to be enough, I think, to free up space from all of these drills.
Energy low.
Let's see. %72%. Oh, that's huge. Okay. And construction components. No. Still processing stone. Every single one of these numbers is maxed out. Except the drills. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, a drill will hold 23, and there are 27. That's the same as a small cargo. Large cargo is the same space as 27. Small cargo, does it hold the same amount of equivalent volume? Let's see if it was 30. 30 times 23 would be 69, 690,000. No, they don't. They hold less. They hold about 2/3. Wait a second. Did I math that wrong? 3 by 3 is 9. By 3 is 27. Oh, wait. Yeah, I used 30, not 20. Oh, whatever. All right. Still doesn't really make up the difference. They do seem to interesting. $420. Right?
Energy.
Yeah. 420,000 divided by, it's 23,000. Okay. 23. 18. Well, I didn't know that. Large cargo containers don't hold as much as an equivalent volume of small cargo containers. I didn't realize that at all. That's not right. That's not how you balance things. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. So this is wrong because this is including unbuilt cargo containers. Where can I go? I bet you this craft is jammed up as well as it. It's probably full of stone. Yep. Even the cockpit. Oof. Drills. Cargo. Yep. Right on. So I need
No energy.
I need construction components. Where can I get construction components? All right, there's a thought. And I need how many? I need 80. So for every 80 I can collect, I'll get one large cargo container completed. Whoops. Oh shit. Did not want to destroy it. I have 83. All right, let's go build one more. Cool. Reminds me of a movie. I forget which movie it was. I think it was some cop movie. Or maybe it was Bad Boys or just another. But anyway, there was a there were these gangsters living in this and they were in this mansion, and they had a bunch of money, like cash, stored in the attic, and there were rats eating the cash. And I remember at one point, and like the gangsters, they were trying to figure out like how to get rid of the rats. And then at one point, the one, I don't know if he was the boss or what, but he's talking to one of his subordinates, or whatever. And he's like, "Look, this is a stupid problem to have, but it is a problem." And I kind of feel like that now. I'm like, I have all this industry and 50 bazillion build and repairs and all this processing, and I'm stuck because I need construction components. What a stupid problem to have,
Inventory full.
you know? But it is a problem. Oh, goodness.
Inventory full.
Yeah. That's a problem. Come on. Good enough. All right. don't think I've ever seen the day when construction was held up by a lack of construction components. Like literally, I just need the components. It's not an issue of needing the resources to make them. And these are all full of stone. Okay, that's what I figured. Oh my goodness. uh, so another option. All right, another option to solve this would be not to worry about those because they're not the ones doing the building. Damn it. Lag. Okay, so another option would be to set up, I would need to build 2 sorters and say an assembler. Yeah, an assembler. Even a basic assembler would work because those can make construction components. And then what I'm thinking is I would have to separate. Okay, hang on. So what I was thinking is I could do like a sorter that points to an assembler and then another sorter that points to the say the build and repairs, right? With no branches. So then the sorter is able to take in iron ingots and pass those straight to make construction components and pass those straight to the builds and repairs, which could then build the cargo and provide space for the stone and let everything flush out. Another thing I might want to do is disconnect all the drills from the conveyor system. I would want to do that in a way where I don't disconnect them from the grid entirely. These two connect to there, to there, to there. This one down here. Oh, is empty? That might be empty. Aha. All right. If these are empty, then that means they have construction components in them. Okay. Excavate, I believe, number 1. But pistons on reverse. That should be you guys, right? Yeah. All right. Excavate 1, and we can do point Oh, well, all right, -1 it is. Oh my God. I'm standing in front of that thing. Yikes. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. In that case,
Inventory full.
hmm.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Where are my construction components? There they are. All right, you're good. You're good. 60, 0 out of 60, and 22 out of 60. There we go. Nice. So you should be able to hold stuff. Yep.
Inventory full.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm onto something here. I'll build a sorter. Basically, I need a place to put stuff that doesn't fill up with stone. So I think it's the route. Let's get over here, build a sorter. All right, cool. Let me guess. Construction components. Yeah. All right.
Inventory full.
All right, good. It's done. So now, let's see. This will be on whitelist. So
Energy.
nothing should come through. There we go. Cool. Now I can pick up all this stuff.
Inventory full.
All right. Is that everything? Looks like it. Cool. All right. Okay. Looks like we managed to free up. I see the rest of the stuff got built, so that is great. How are we looking on space now? Fantastic. And building stuff. Great. Wow. All right, cool. That was not a fun exercise. Kind of embarrassing actually. All right. Well, normally I wouldn't bother to heal myself at only 54% when I'm at the base here, but with the lag of everything that's going on, I'm not able to reliably get to power or anything else. Which means it's harder to cut it close, you know? Anyway, alright, so we have lots of stone. So that's processing. Alright, this is done over here. So we can grind this down. I think, let's see here. Oh, some of these do have stone in them. Hmm. Interior plate. One, two, three. All right, cool. Show only inventories to the current ship. Why? Everything should be white. Why does it show me non-white things? White indicates the current grid. I thought this didn't include subgrids. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I guess it does. So I'm thinking we should have enough room. With the additional storage I just built. But I should be able to grind this down. If there's stone in any of it, it should be able to be collected immediately. Should be able to be collected immediately and then picked up and put in that cargo. So. Oh shit, I can't believe I did that. Alright, well, now it's definitely a separate grid, so yeah. Why are we not collecting? Are we full? We're not full. Are we off? Not off. Idle. Oh, they're all in walk mode. Tunnels. They're not all in walk mode. Walk. Fly. Grind before weld. These are also in fly. So everything's in fly. Oh. Alright, I guess that was it. Cool. Alright, cool. Cleaned up. Oh, hello, other people. Hey, Robert. What's going on, man? Yeah, I have to claim to be a part-time streamer. Otherwise, it'll start feeling like a job. Like, oh no, I gotta come up with something. What am I gonna do for the, next week or next stream and all that. Nobody wants that. And hello to the other people. The other person who have joined us. Alright. Right on. Yay, so that's got space now. That's good. Let's see if I'm ready to jam up the inventory system again. Since I'm getting so good at it. Oh my goodness, 60% full. I have lots of room. Oh, I didn't even turn those on yet. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, that is done. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one. Ay, ay, ay. 62%, huh? All right, let's come down here and use up some resources. All right, so all right, let's put just start with, well, let's start with some steel. How about that? Any steel in here? Hey. Oh, you know what? Let's repair the damage that I did. Yeah, let's repair that. We'll just turn on the defense systems. Quit moving. Thank you. And that should fix all of that. Nope, looks like that was not part of the blueprint. Oh, right. Yeah, this is the first thing I added that it didn't, since I took the blueprint. Okay, well, whatever. We'll fix it. Boom. Easy as beta pie.
Energy low.
All right. Alrighty, now down here, this is primary power production. It says so right there, reactors. So let's use some steel.
Inventory full.
Oh, it got cleaned up already. All right, cool. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh, that's 3. That's 3. That's 3. And that's okay. How did I end up with an even? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? That's 12. And 4 is 16. Well, who's in charge of that crap? All right. Is it because... No, because this one goes right to the edge, for example, there. Just like... Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What the fuck? Oh. It's not the same width as the top one. That one comes in 1, and this one comes in 2, and that'll do it. All right. Well, whatever. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I can run my conveyor line through there, and let's use these big floor slabs. What do these use? Interior plate. All right. Well, let's see. 1 and 2. That's 6. And we'll do 1, 2. Oh, that sucks. Yep. Let's do it like this. Do that. That. And that. So we'll do there and then there. And I'll just treat this floor as the main area. And then this extra row over here will just be like for maintenance. That's fine. Works out just fine. So, in the meantime, let's get the floor down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, right on. Cool. Now to build that yummy, yummy power. There we go. Reactors. So I think I think using rounded numbers that are designed for easy math, I think one large reactor will support charging 10 railguns at the same time. I think. The output 300, that would be 30 per railgun, and I think a railgun actually uses either 24 or 36, so it's approximately. Okay. So let's go with 3. Yeah, we'll put 3. Let's see. I'll leave some space around them too. Oh my god. Wait. Moving. Alright, 1, 1, 2. And then 1, 2. How about that? Yeah, that looks freaking perfect. Except, of course, the conveyor line comes in over here. It's okay. Uh-oh. I can't grind these down, and I can't repaint these till they're done being built. Alright, that sucks. Reactor components. 2,000 each. I don't think my building inventory manager was properly configured to stockpile to build 3 large reactors. Reactor components. Oh, 4,500? 4,000. That's actually not bad. I guess it choked because it tried to build all 3 at the same time. All right. Or goes at 59%. I decided I want to move these.
Inventory full.
There we go. And that should solve the deficit right there. Get those 2,000 back into the inventory system, which will let these 2 get finished off, and let me move them across the way here. Or maybe not. What's going on? Reactor component. Oh, right, because I didn't get all of them out of here, huh?
Inventory energy low. Inventory full.
Cool. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Steel, of course not. All right, I think this is a nice spot. Right there. 1, 2. Right? 1, 2. Let's do 3. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Two blocks, 3, 3, and 3. All right, cool. And I think I'll put some power storage down here as well, some batteries.
Energy critical.
Let's see, how about 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 2. 2. Well, this is a lot. All right, cool. Now I can store all that sweet, sweet sunshine that the solar panels are collecting. Oops. All right, we'll do like that. Get out the way. And I think I can do 1. Oh, shit. That's not good. All right, what was I? Right on. So we'll do. Yeah, we'll do this. And then we'll do one of these. Go back to this. Do one of these. And then one of those. That. That. There. And let's see if we can put this in the stone. I think we might. Let's go. All right, we'll try that. Yeah, all right. Sweet. Oh my goodness. There we go. Cool. Let's make sure these are off. I don't want to waste all my uraniums. Cool. But they are there. Let's get rid of this piece. It's taking forever to get ground down. All right, we need a T. There we go. And then 1, 8. Yep. Damn it. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Happy with that. Oh, we are going to need lights, aren't we? Yep. All right, that's important. Let's see. Let's try this. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry about that. Space bug attacked me. Alrighty. This is... Oh, that's not a good spot for that guy, huh? This one? Yeah, you too, huh? Wow. This lag is awful. This is as bad as I had tried to play with some other streamers several weeks ago. And everything worked great for them. But I could not, like, my ping, it was the same ping. It was like 450. Which is weird. I don't know why it's so bad. All right. Cool. All right, I'm thinking something like this. Oh, that'll work. think that'll be, that work? Let's just do it. I think this is just for spacing. Just to make sure I have it right. Okay. Sure. Let's do it. Cool. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, it got ground down though. Interesting. Let's go with that for now. And I guess I can do this. Yeah, that'll work. That one, that one, that one. Come on, there we go. Daggone. God. Ugh. Okay. And then let's just throw some lights up here for now, and I am not gonna worry about much else. Is there a straight? There sure is. Hello, new person. All right, I'll do it very scientifically from here, and there it is. 2, 3, and perfect. Right, and then I'll put one across the back there, and I'll do better with the lights. But for now, this is great. All right, I see red, so he's off, and he's off. That is fantastic. And I think down here is actually where I'll put the event controllers that manage whether the reactors are on or off. Seems like a good place. Yeah, seems like a good place to put these. I wonder, are we wasting hydrogen to charge the batteries? Those are supposed to be for sunlight power storage. Ciao. Oh, these are off. Oh, fantastic. Good job. Good job, base automation. Alrighty. As a matter of fact, I can even I can set up that automation now because I do have one defensive railgun. So how big is this area? Let's see, 1 and 3 and 3 and 1.
Energy low.
All right, we are conveyored up into here. I could build a habitat area, not a habitat, but a pressurized area over here. See, with 8 blocks of space, I'd want to keep 1 block on each side free. That leaves 6 blocks of space. With a 1 block on each side for walls, that would leave 4 in the middle. Honestly, it could work. I think it might be kind of weird, just in the middle of everything. But if it were elevated, I mean, it's sci-fi. When things are elevated, that just, I mean, that explains everything. And it's more opportunities to use beam block. So let's try that. We'll do one there and one there. We have plenty of vertical space. So, oh, as a matter of fact, if I put sloped windows on the sides, it would be like a supervisory type thing where you look down on your reactors and make sure they're reacting, your batteries and make sure they're batterying. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. If you're going to do that, you can't go too high though,
Energy critical.
which I think I have done. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. I don't really know what I want to do down here. I'm going to halt on this because I was just thinking, one, that it would look dumb to extend this all the way out to say like here, where I think it would really need to be. If I was going to put windows on the sides, just going to here would be kind of dumb. Two, if I extend it out that far, that's a lot of weird interior space to try and fill.
No energy.
Three, this is an issue I need to solve.
Your health is low.
And then 4, given how much height is available, I think what I might want to do is build like a high up, like a smaller high up little area where you basically you're here looking down, basically the way the camera's looking now. So that it wouldn't have to be that big, right? Almost like I guess like a control tower, right? So still got the slope windows looking down. It'd be taller. Yes, we are both. Well, I'm definitely working on Asteroid Base. It sounds like you are too. That's pretty cool. And hello again to the other person that just showed up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna halt this for now while I think about it. Um, Having a taller thing up here might be an opportunity to also build a cool elevator. I don't normally mess with elevators because they're so space. I don't want to say inefficient because you talk about if the purpose of the space is to get up and down, it's kind of they're about as efficient as you can get. I just don't like the way you have to build elevators, like stacking pistons or whatever. I don't like free moving elevators that are just like ion engines. I don't like that because they're not connected. But I do have I do know how to build a crawling elevator that uses like alternating pistons to move up and attach to like rotor heads as it moves up and down. So it's not connected the way like a piston is, and it's not disconnected the way like thrusters, like a thruster like trolley, I guess, would be. So at any given moment, it is connected by the rotors. But ooh, yeah, yeah. Don't use the voxel editor to clean up. That's not good. Yeah, the voxel editor in this game is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It blew up your base. Oof. Oh, that sucks. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks. All right, for now, we'll just build them right here. Oop. I don't know why they split out. The I think the programmable block and the timer used to be the same group, and they split those out. And then when they added a bunch of new functional like automation blocks, they added them to the timer group. Honestly, I don't know why they separated everything in the first place. Should have just kept it all in one group. Yes, that is what backups are for. That's true, especially for a single player game. Sweet. All right, so here's what we're going to do. This is going to be reactor power. So we need groups, reactors, base, main. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have an aux or anything, but seems like a good enough name. Let's get these names cleaned up over here. All right, reactors, inventory. That's not what I want. Also, why is that one not included? Are these the same color? Might not be. Oh yeah, look, these are not the same color. Is this? I think that's a different color. Holy cow. All right. This is what I care about. So no, yes, and no. Okay. And let's go ahead and label this. Base. Main. All right, cool. Naming stuff. Very important. All right, so this bad boy, what's he doing? We are going to look at stored power. Oh. There we go. Stored power. Yeah, stored power. We want stored power. Threshold less than or equal to. We're going to look at the guns. That's what we're looking at. Yep. So if any of them are less than 100%, we are going to turn on the reactors. And then over here, if any of them are below 100, we fire slot 1. So all of them, in order to fire slot 2, it must be the case that not any of them are below 100, which means all of them are at 100. Right. I'm pretty sure about that. Cool, which means I can come over here and use the same dude. So we'll turn you off. So I only want these reactors burning uranium when there are railguns to charge. Sweet. And I have plenty of stone to bump my face into. And I have plenty of uranium for those reactors. Man, I must have hit that stone hard. So now I can get on with building the base defenses that I've always wanted. Everything's still jammed up. Okay, that's cargo. We do have empty cargo. How are we looking? Not bad. 51% is empty. Okay. We have 66,000 steel plates that we keep reusing to make drills. All right. Superconductors, 2,400. I am going to up that to 8,000. Reactors, 4,000 is enough to make 2 large reactors. That should be fine for... That'll be fine unless I decide to make 3 again at the same time. Metal grids, I think I'm going to pop this up to... Let's just make that 7,000. Large steel tube, I think that's fine. Gravity generator, I'll make that 200. That's probably overkill. Displays, explosives. Unless I'm making warheads, yeah, that's fine. Detectors, that's fine. Piers, glass. All right, cool. Don't know how that got in there. Awesome. Oh. You never seem to track any of these things that approach. That makes me wonder if you work or not. All right, I know that part works. Railgun. All right, those 3 are set up since I just used it manually. It is connected to the railgun. AI is on. Aiming radius is 800 meters. Our targets are set. No neutrals, no friends. Yes, enemies. And there is a defensive AI block in this turret, which is on. So that should give the railgun the full range that it can shoot. All right, yeah, I guess it works. Cool. Yeah, this is not very efficient. Well, I mean, I knew it wasn't very efficient, but it's much less efficient than I would prefer. All right. Did I finish? There's the power. All right. Let's use up some steel. Let's get some steel. All right. Drills. X2. Alright, here we go. EX2. On. Pistons. EX2. On. Alright. Alrighty, and so I think so. Alright. Cool. And I'll probably want to route conveyors in there at some point, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Damn, space bugs won't leave me alone. And hello to the new person who just joined. Be up in the be at the adjacent asteroid if anybody needs. Okay, I'll be down in the cave if anyone needs me. Oh my goodness. Okay, cargo's looking fine. Metal grids, we're still working on producing those. Same with the gravity generators. Steel plate. Oh, we've got so many steel plate. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so at this point, I don't care if cargo gets, the inventory gets jammed up again because I've got enough resources built that I can build more cargo or whatever if I need. Free up space. Oh. Yeah. And I'm just going to leave these here for now as overflow till all the digging is done. I think that is a good idea. Let me out. I'm stuck. All right. All right. That should use up a little bit of material. All right. Where would I like to put more defenses?
Energy low.
think this spot right here would be really nice to put gun emplacement. Maybe this spot right here. Yeah, that's pretty flat. And then I was thinking maybe something over here. This is a little too close to the fuel and solar panels. But I might have to work with that. I do like this spot right here. All right. Oh. You should not be engaging hostile. I'd like to thank you. Here we go. All right, let's disconnect for a second. Why are your thrusters on? Oh, I know why your thrusters are on. Because something came real close and woke you up. That's why. Drone patrol on, drone patrol off. Off. Four, thrusters and gyros off. 5, toggle taxi. 4, 5. There we go. I guess. Yeah, I guess he got woke up because since he was connected, he had power. So the defensive block was running. Oh, but it shouldn't be running. I wonder if I turned it on by mistake. All right, off it is. And there we go. Oh, shit.
No fuel.
Burning reactor fuel, too. That is not... That's not okay. These fucking AI blocks, man. Alright, reconnect. Or did I do that? Reactors. There is a chance I did that. But only a chance. Okay. Well, anyway, at least he's not still telling me he's engaging something. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking about where to put the gun emplacements, and because they're going to be at an angle, I'm going to have to make use of some rotors and hinges, other questionable technology. I'm not really looking forward to it. Where are these whites? Just a reflection. Okay. This one worked out well because this sheer wall was just fine for keeping this aligned with the grid that it's on. I think maybe actually if I put something right here. So part of the problem that's going through my mind is that if you want to put something at an angle, you have to connect it with a series of like rotors and piston hinges and stuff like I've done here to connect this top area to the cave system. And in order to do that, you kind of have to be you kind of have to start off knowing where you want to put the thing in order to be able to make it fit, or to build the connecting part correctly. And if you're just building off the seat of your pants, it's fine. You build like forward out, right? You're like, the base is here, build the hinge, build your rotor, build out as far as you want to go, position stuff, and just build out. But if you want to use a projector, it's a little more tricky. All right. If I want to put something somewhere around here, how am I going to conveyor it? That's the first question. Where is the conveyor going to come from? I have nothing. Nothing convenient. Closest I have are these. Okay, if I want to put it, part of the problem is I'm not sure how big this spot is. Oh, I guess I can just see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a large turret I would really like to build here because I think it would look so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to remember what the dimensions are. it is 5 guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. While I'm pointing that way. It's attached on the side via a rotor. 1 and 2. That rotor, one of those rotors is conveyor, which means it comes out here and then probably goes straight down. Or symmetry, the other side, also has 1 block. If we assume that's the outer part of the section that holds the guns, then the base comes out, I believe, at least 2. One, 2. It's a huge turret. And this is what I wasn't sure about, is if it was bigger than this area and how much bigger. All right, let's try a different approach to figuring this out. Okay. Let's see. First things first. Let's build a projector. I think I will put him about here. All right, about like that. Okay. Then we'll add this guy here. Oh, all I have is steel. Okay, well, then we're gonna go here. And I need girders. Getters. All right, cool. So now what I'll do is I'll just project it and sort of see if I can position it someplace close, just to get an idea. And then if it looks like it's a good spot, because that's the first question I was trying to figure out is it even can it even fit at all? If it looks like it can with this, then I'll build out an arm that's movable, and I'll have the projector on the end so that I can better position where I want the place to go. So we're gonna do this guy. Oh shit. Whoops. I don't want the repair system to start building blocks under the stone. That's curious. Wait a second. I wonder if it's the cave building repairs that got that. Oh, interesting. All right, cool. And all, yep. All right, cool. All right, there we go. Then here, oh,
Low.
kept the projection. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's handy. Okay. I may have to learn how to do that. All right, so, all right, fine. There it is. Vertical. So that'll be it. About like that. Oh, it's a little big. Okay. Okay. I mean, I love it. Maybe I could slide it a little more this way. Just a little bit. Let's see, that would be left and right. Yep. And then forward. There. That part won't be built. So this might be okay. The angle's not great. I'd probably want it a little more like this as opposed to the way it's aligned right now, like that. Um, man, it just looks like overkill. I mean, it is. It is overkill. That's what makes it funny. This ridge is kind of in the way. Oh, what if I put it?
Energy critical.
I mean, this area is kind of good, except that it limits the field of fire because of this ridge and that ridge. It's otherwise kind of a nice little emplacement because anything you put down here, you're not going to see until you go over the ridge. I guess is the obvious answer. Well, it would have a pretty good field of fire this way. The thing is, in this direction, see, I've already got. Granted, it's only one, but what I'd like to do is, as I build these, I don't want to build like a bunch of defenses in one direction and nothing in another. I'd like a little bit here, a little bit all around, and then go back and start to like double up or expand. That's really how I would prefer to do that, which means the next gun I built, there's plenty of like potential danger area around that there's no need to have overlapping fields of fire just yet. You know, I want to go for maximum coverage. So. Okay, what if...
No energy.
What? Man. Can I get there without smashing my face? Hey. Apparently I can. Alright. If I move this down to, say, here, that would give it, like if it was oriented like this, that is a pretty good field of fire. Now all the things that are squishy are over here though. So really, you're going to try and damage the base. If you're over here, you're not going to want to stay over here. Guns notwithstanding, there's no point in staying over here. This is where you want to be. So really, I should put defenses so that they can shoot the spots where the enemy would want to be. Because the enemy doesn't want to be over there anyway. I mean, what can they shoot at? The solar panels. That's it. Some fuel, I guess. But and something else I'm trying to consider is that this turret, I think it can only shoot up at about 45 degrees. I don't think it can go to a full 90. Or can it? They might. Oh, if it could, that'd be great. That would make it a lot more versatile. Okay. Need to check that. If it can go to full 90, then someplace like right here might be a great spot for it. That would give it, like, that would be its horizon here, right? All the way around. This would be a really good spot. All right. And I have to figure out how to get resources to these things so they can have ammo and power. That is the highest point of the cave area. Nothing really comes over here. So I would need to snake down something. Or use the build and repair. I have to take a blueprint of, say, conveyor coming off the bottom of one of these cargoes, right? And then going straight down, and then an elbow straight out to here. Then coming out, like, say, out of the stone. And then use a hinge and a rotor to position the turret down here. And that right there is what I think is the most powerful, one of the two most powerful aspects of the build and repair system. Actually, I think it's the most powerful, but probably less used. I think the second most powerful is the ability to simply have a field that you can pull your ship into, and it'll repair anything anywhere, as long as you have the material for it. So that way you don't have to build like some weird welder setup or design your ships within certain constraints and all that. But I think the most powerful is the ability to build in places you can't get to, like under voxels, like without having to mine, dig them out. Oh. And it requires what mods? What mods for encounters is the server running? I don't think it's running very many at all. The encounters are mostly vanilla. And then I think there's one mod that is one of the guys. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. One of the guys has been going through all the vanilla, like air quotes, all the vanilla cargo ship encounters and reworking them. And I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if that means he's going through like the old vanilla cargo ships and modernizing them with like DLC blocks and whatever. I don't know if it means he's going through the new cargo ships and modifying them. I'm not really sure. But I know we have the vanilla, like the new vanilla cargo ships and all that. And then the MES module that this guy put together. Whew. Excuse me. So I think that's it though. I don't think there are any others. We were talking yesterday about other mods that might be added, but I don't think it was just discussion. It wasn't like, hey, what do you guys think about adding this? It was more like we were just talking about the MES mods that we were familiar with, knew how they worked, in the context of considering, like, it's like the meeting to plan the meeting, So oh, okay. So we were just like talking about in a very like offhand, like, oh well, maybe this, maybe that. And I don't know if that is this server. There are actually two servers right now that we have. There's this one, which we're all on both. The other one we're using right now for a Never Surrender. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm not tired. I don't know what the problem is. Hey, let's have some of this. So the other server we're using right now for a Never Surrender scenario. And we're in the preparation step. So one thing I don't like about the scenario is you can't just jump in and play the scenario, because you're going to lose, right? You have zero chance of winning, which I would consider getting to wave 1000 to get the 3 achievements. Like it's not even hard or really hard. It's just not possible. So I don't like that. The only way to play that scenario is, first you have to play a survival game, and beat the survival game and get like, and it's like you have to kind of get to this point in the survival game so that you have an infrastructure set up so that you can build your warship so that you can then start the scenario, because it's just endless waves and you get like 30 seconds between each wave, or maybe 3 minutes. Like it's not enough to do anything. Like you can't even go mine ore in 3 minutes. You know, and you don't start with anything. You don't start with like a miner or anything. Anyway, that's a tangent. So we're playing a never surrender scenario on a temporary server, which is only up, and we're playing that. I think one of the guys is streaming it and someone else is recording it. So that's a temporary server. I don't think there's anything on that one. This one is our kind of permanent server. And this is the one where we were talking about, or considering maybe having a 2-server setup where you've got one that's private and then one that's public. And so like this would be like a private one. So this is where those of us who stream, however irregularly or regularly, could come here and do like safe sessions, you know, where like you only have to worry about PvE, you know, or whatever. And you need to, like, I'm here base building, it's a chill session, you know, whatever. You can do that, but then if you want, or whenever you're ready, you can transition to the public side, or the public server, right? You can like use, what is it, like Nexus or whatever, however it works. I don't know how it works, but I know it's possible, right? So that you could then jump your stuff to that public server and go and engage with the public, right? Talk to, like, engage like however you want, whether that means fighting people, you know, or whatever. I think it would be kind of cool because it would open up opportunities to be like, oh, okay, you know, I'm doing a playthrough and I'm going to do a survival playthrough and I'm going to build up my industry and then build a warship, and then I'm going to go jump into the public zone, call it whatever you will, and then you can see like, all right, so next episode, right, it's going to be on, I'm going to stream this day, this time. Anyone who wants, like, come and attack my battleship and blow it up, right, or whatever. Like, that would be really cool, like great for engagement or whatever social media words you want to throw out there. I think that would be kind of cool, and a setup like that would be would be essential to make that work, so that once your battleship is destroyed, you can just be like, okay, well, I guess I'll go back home to my safe space. You know, or you could do whatever. Like, I know, like, for example, Splitsy has done a couple playthroughs on public servers where you know, they're usually not, all the ones I can think of, or they're not like explicitly combat or PvP themed. They're usually, what he does, the one I'm thinking of was called The Collector, and it was like a PvP public server, effectively. And he was like, well, I'm going to go through and not fight people and just like get people to ride on his ship. So I was a little fuzzy on how that bit worked, but he built a bunch of cryopods, and then people would jump on and get in a cryopod, and then he would go on. And like I said, I didn't really understand how that worked, because if you stay in the cryopod, then you can't play on the server anymore. So once you meet up with him and you jump in the cryopod, you're basically like, okay, I'm done playing on the server until he's done with his streaming, I guess. I never really figured out how that worked. But anyways, the point is, you know, he was able to do that, and you know, because of the nature of, you know, being on a public server, which I think is pretty cool. And I think if we go through with the setup where we have like the private and the public, but they're all on the same playground, I think it would be really cool. Yeah, people found him still. Yeah. I mean, he wanted them to, but yeah, like he wanted them to on his own terms, right? But people still figured out where he was, you know. I think is amazing. People would be like, like this is a default skybox, and people would say like, oh, there's 2 stars there, and then there's a little square of those, and a bright one there, and a bright one there, and then they would somehow triangulate where he was, you know, like, oh, there's those planets there, and, you know, I don't know, like this little splotchy area in the sky is right there. So the asteroid is here, and then they go visit, and I'm like, man, that is insane. I don't know what to say about that. I can't do that. I can't triangulate people like that. So to me that seems like, I guess it's a spectrum. Like I what I want to say is I feel like if you know the game so well that you can be like, ah, there are the 3 stars there, and there are the 2 bright ones there, and the 3 like, and there's the line of bright ones there, and there's the Earth, like, and you know the game well enough to be able to figure out where in the 3D space this asteroid is and go visit the person. Like what I want to say, like, you need to branch out, right? Start using mods or something. At the same time, though, you know, like, because like that's just that's like the degree of specialization. Like, use it, for God's sake, use a different skybox or something. You know? At the same time, I realize that there are possibly things that I know how to do that people might say the same thing about, right? Like anyone, like, I have thousands of hours in the game, so, and I feel like anyone who has that much time in the game probably knows things like that people with much less time in the game would say the same thing, right? And I don't think it's like ridiculous or what, or over specialized that I know whatever thing that I know, right? So maybe it's the same way. Maybe these people who are finding him have like 15,000 hours in the game. I don't know. That's hard for me to comprehend. So, but it's a spectrum. I'm sure there are plenty of people. I would have had a hard time comprehending how many hours I have in the game now. When I started, I really, you know, when I started out, when I had 2 hours, when I had 3, when I had 100 hours, I would never guess. I'm like, I will never have 1,000 hours, much less multiple thousands. You know, like, and there are a lot of people like that. So, all right, man. Hey, Robert. Yeah, take care. It's good to see you again. I hope your asteroid base shaped up nicely. And yeah, have a great week. I'll see you later, man. Yep. That was a nice break. I needed that. A little opportunity to just sort of stop working and think about stuff. All right, I think I'm gonna leave that there for now. If it gets cleaned up, it's fine. I don't care. I'll name it. All right, what are we gonna name it? We're gonna name you gun placement projector 1. Oop. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I'll leave that there. That's fine. If it gets cleaned up, that's fine. Who is threatening me? Incon leader. All right. Yeah, I like the idea of trying to fit something down here, and I also like the idea of trying to work that off of an internal conveyor, an underground conveyor. Not here. Yeah, I'm gonna table that for now. I need to oh, that's what I wanted to do. I need to jump in a creative game and have a look at that turret. See if it can actually elevate up to like 90 or even close to 90. Right. Okay, so you are still going. Are you almost done? I think you're done. Distance 10. Right on. Okay, cool. Let's shut that down. Drills. EX2. Pistons. Okay. All right, let's get this out of here. Tunnels. Ooh, I can't do that because I have that projector on. I don't want it to start building stuff. All right, we'll just paint everything. That's the time-consuming part anyway. Damn, there are so many. I think what I should do, I think this will be possible, is when I want to do this next time, is go into the build and repair and disable the ignore color. And then place these down in the pink, like in this color already. And then turn on the build and repairs. They'll build it up in this color. And then when I'm ready to go, all I have to do is re-enable the ignore or the grind color. I have to re-enable the ignore weld color and re-enable the grind color. Yeah, I'll have to do both of them. And then it should get them. I've been thinking about that for a bit on how to do that. That way I wouldn't have to run around and hand paint every one of these things. Cool. All right.
Energy low.
Yeah. All right, we'll just turn you off. And I don't have one over here. No, I don't. Okay. All right, cool. Right, so now we'll get this stuff on and grind those Down. Build. Tunnels. On. Perfect.
Energy critical.
Oh, it's weld before grind. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's not helping then. Uh-oh. Hmm. Yeah, whatever. Plenty of cargo space available. Awesome.
No energy. Your health is low.
Hmm. Cool. Jesus. Thing never got better, did it? Yeah. Let's do that one. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for now. Thanks for hanging out. I know this is not a terribly lively one. Sorry about that. I did think I would end up doing more than just digging holes. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I guess it's time to quit. My voice is gone. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.